shop and Kiwi Bank. Welcome, Joe.
We'll now kick off the proceeding. Kia ora tātou, thank you for giving me the time to speak to you today. Unfortunately, I'm not here with the most positive news for my community, but it's good to be in this chamber. And I feel as though the longer the board term has gone on, I'm feeling a growing responsibility and pride in representing the people of Hagley Ferry. This particular action of setting up a petition was born out of the outrage of the community, and as you're well aware, there's no action that can be taken today that can stop the closure itself, but I'm here, and we are here to advocate for popular movements. Now, Wilson's roots lie in the working class. Firstly, alongside the Heathcote, it's a transportational hub, evolving into a textile and industrial centre for a good part of the last century. And like most industrial hubs in New Zealand in the last 30 years, they've seen employment outsourced to lands of cheaper labour. And so a large group of people who I came into contact with while spending time on the streets of Woolston getting signatures for this movement. The ones who call Woolston home with an emotional attachment to former members of this class, who have memories of a different village centre and have been using the service for years. New Zealand Post to pull the service from the area is a disgrace and the product of an out-of-touch government that is not acting in the interests of the people. These people were elderly, these people don't have a lot of money, and these people have had enough. Some of these people don't have access to computers, and to travel kilometres down the road is a real effort. Now, they're not asking for more, they just want what is to remain, and that's to pay the bills in person, and that's to be able to have easy access to postal services, to write letters, etc. to their loved ones. Now, on a macro level, the closing of this post office may seem small, and we know it's taking place across the country, streamlining a service into a corporation that will probably be flogged off in the next fire sale, but it is a symbol of our times. Now, I heard on 2 separate occasions from individual elderly ladies that they were glad they were old because they didn't have to put up with the crap for much longer. A tragic state of affairs. I spent 2 days in Woolston and received 240 signatures, and I genuinely believe with a week there, it would have been over 1,000. And I went through all the businesses in the area who are gutted, and they were asking questions. If we want investment in Woolston, how is it a good look for public investment to be pulled? I also met the staff from the Kiwi Bank and the post office there, and Steve, who's been a loyal public servant for 15 years. Their treatment of him, they said, "Thank you, Steve, for over a decade of service to us. You'll be given 3 months' notice, and if you want to work at the Kiwi Bank at Ferrymead, you'll have to go through the application process." Now, before I finish, I'd just like to thank Bridget Rutherford, in particular from the Christchurch Star Company, for bringing coverage to this story and just keeping it up in the local newspapers in the area. And I'd like to thank the Mayor and the councillors here for allowing this message to be recorded in this hall of the people. And all I ask of you today is to, in principle, to endorse the Hagley Ferrymead Community Board's letter to New Zealand Post and the appropriate minister as a last-ditch plea to reconsider the decision. And it will be a sad day for Woolston and for the east of Christchurch if and when this post shop is closed. So thank you.
Thanks very much, Joe. And, it's great to see individual community board members standing up for their community, and it's great that you took the opportunity. I understand you couldn't be here on the day that the petition's coming from the community board. Is that right? The process I received was that because the community boards received the petition, that it's not going to be presented here. But the community board, I think, will mention it in their report when they report, but you weren't available to come on that day. So we really appreciate your passion, and I actually hadn't appreciated that you were the one who'd sort of sat on the street for a couple of days and collected all those signatures, so well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. No, it's just, we've just dealt with this by way of public, the 5-minute presentation. because it's not, the petition went to the community board.
No, I understand that, but the request was for council to endorse the board's letter, and I was just wondering what the process is for that.
Sorry,
The request was for the council to endorse the board's letter to request that.
yeah, but the board
say-
hasn't reported to the council yet, Yanni. I've
Okay, so
found
when
a
the board
process
reports.
to make it
Okay,
work
that's
for Joe, who couldn't come
No,
on the
that's
day.
not, sorry,
that-
the
yeah.
answer is when the board reports to the council,
When the
that's when
we'll deal
move
with it
whatever we
then.
do. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.